So now you've healed. You found your authentic self. You have dealt with the flying monkeys, the smear campaigns, the targeted harassment from narcissists or other toxic people. You have dealt with those trying to hold you down, keep you in trauma, but you found yourself. You started doing the things that you like. You remembered who you were. You healed from that trauma. You thought it was over. It ain't over now. The misery that enjoys company, those people that had you around or kept you around because you were in a miserable state, because you reflected their misery, because they thought you were going to be damaged and walk along with them for the rest of their lives. Now your positivity is going to annoy them. See, the reason that you were targeted for harassment from flying monkeys and other toxic people that co-signed what that narcissist was doing were those that hated your shining light to begin with. They loved seeing you go through the trauma. They loved seeing you be unhealed. They loved seeing you being drugged through the mud, feeling like they feel inside. All those manginas, all those hateful old biddies that couldn't stand your light, your positivity before you went through that abuse. And then they loved it when you were getting smeared. They loved it when you were getting stomped down. They joined in all the fun. It helped to reinforce their negative narrative. Now that that's over, now that you have learned to create strong boundaries, that you have learned to recognize liars, that you feel better about yourself, that you're resonating high, you're about to move into that next phase of your life. This is when the people who wanted to keep you down, those crabs in a bucket, the ones that said they were your friends because you were reflecting their misery with the trauma you were going through, now you're going to annoy them. Guess what? Your positivity, your progression, you moving forward, healing, becoming a better version of yourself is now going to expose people who never wanted to see you heal in the first place, wanted you to stay in trauma. But I got to recognize the signs. You have to understand that this journey doesn't stop the moment that you heal. Because once you heal from something like the targeted harassment and abuse from a narcissist or a toxic person, now you're elevating. You've learned your lessons. You understand who you are. You know your authentic self. And you can recognize toxic behaviors a hell of a lot better than you ever did. You ain't standing for nothing. You're standing up for yourself and you're moving forward and being positive about your future. You're manifesting positivity in your destiny. You are now connected closer to source, to God, and you are ready to elevate to that next level for you. All those toxic people that couldn't stand you before, the flying monkeys, the one that tried to smear you, the ones that are out of their minds and can't understand how you have continued on, how you have survived their harassment, how you have survived their targeted bullshit, and you are now moving forward and elevating, healing. They're going to come after you again. But not only them, now it's going to be the friends and or family who have unhealed traumas themselves, who were depending, creating a contract unknowingly with you, like the narcissist did, creating a contract without speaking to you that you had to fulfill. They are expecting you to stay hurt. They are expecting you to capitulate, whether they're trying to control you, whether they're trying to make you feel weak, trying to keep you weak. This is when all those promises they made to you are broken. This is when they show who their true colors are. This is when you discover that some of the people that stood with you and said, I'm going to be there, I'm going to help you to heal, I'm going to be with you on this journey until you get this done. This is when they back out of their plans. This is when they see you, a healing person, raising your resonance, becoming better, and they can't stand it because they are trapped in trauma. This is when they break their promises. This is when they start smearing you. The road to breaking yourself from anything negative in your healing journey, anyone that's holding you back or holding you down, is a process that continues on as you heal. The reason that you were susceptible to that narcissist because you had unhealed traumas and you had things you had to figure out, but now that you have, anyone from your past who knew that broken self, who knew the weaknesses in who you were and were depending upon those so that they could control you, use you, manipulate you, now that they see that you are healed and you recognize those tactics, this is when they're going to come after you too. You're going to lose a hell of a lot of more people in your life as you heal than you ever expected. And what you do is smile, be thankful, be blessed, because that's what you are. You are being shown the truth of others. You are being shown, as you have discovered the truth about yourself. And now it's time to shed every single person that has ever tried to hold you down, whether you realized it or not. Don't be hateful and don't be angry. Be thankful for that new pair of eyes. Be thankful that your connection with Source has been strengthened. Be thankful that the angels are looking after you, that God is with you, because he's going to expose every single fake, snake, and liar that has ever come into your life with false promises and false friendships and false love. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and never again suffer them fools.